Hello everybody, Steve Burns here. We had a question on the Photoshop forum concerning how to delete large groups of brushes. It's pretty simple to do. However, I'm going to do better than that. I'm going to actually share with you how to custom create brush sets so that each of your sets will represent a particular different style of brush. For example, a texture brush, a hair brush, a grunge brush, and each of those categories will have groups of brushes within them that you can call upon at any time that you need them. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Make sure you're in your brush tool here. Hit the B key for the brush tool. This is going to open up your options bar. You can target this icon right here, second from the left hand side, which is going to open up your view of all your various brushes. I prefer to right click on the document to get the same view here. So wherever you click is where this will be extended out to. Now keep in mind that by default you're probably going to have something that looks like this. I prefer not to use this view. I prefer to come here in the little drop menu or sub menu and target the stroke thumbnail view. Now, why is that? I am using a Wacom tablet, particularly in this case, the Intuos Pro. I often use the Cintiq 22-inch touch, but however, most of us are using the Intuos Pro, and because I'm using pressure sensitivity of my Wacom pen, it allows me to see through this particular brush menu exactly what the stroke of the brush is going to look like. Alright, let's go further. In my brush menu, I'm going to have some special brushes that I personally created. They're right over here to the far right hand side. I like to stretch this out as much as I can so I can see as many of my brushes as I can, but that's up to you. And I'm going to go right over here to my drop menu, and you're going to see an option for a preset manager. This is where you want to be in to modify your brush groups, including deleting groups of brushes. I'm going to target this. There it is. As you notice, my preset manager has been set for my stroke thumbnail view. Once again, yours is probably going to look like this by default. Just go ahead, pull this out as far as you can, come right up here to your sub menu once again and target the stroke thumbnail. Now, if we scroll down some more, you can see all of my custom brushes, including Adobe's default brushes. Now, this is what I want to do. I want to target all of my custom brushes, and I want to save this out and give it a unique name. I'm going to target the very last one, scroll up to the very top here, which is one of my last custom brushes, hold the shift key. That means all of these are highlighted. Okay, now pretty nice. I can rename them, I can delete them right there if I want to. However, I'm going to save these brushes out. I accidentally deselected them. I'll go back again and target all the brushes holding down the shift key. Now save out this set. I'm going to call these Steve's Special Brushes number 2. In fact, I'm going to put a space bar here or an underscore 002. Okay, it's going to give it a .abr Adobe brush by default, and I'm going to save this. As you can see, here's some other brushes I've been playing around with, but the one we're interested in, the group that we're saving out, will be Steve's Special Brushes number 2. Let's keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and target save. Now let's go get the other brushes. Go down to the bottom. We're going to deselect the others by selecting this one here. Pull to the top. Shift select. Now the entire 2 categories or 2 columns have been targeted. Save it, and let's call this one Steve's Default Brushes number 2. Right? And underscore once again 002, and let's save it. Now that this group is set up, I'm going to decide that all I want to see are these brushes here that are deselected. Since these are already targeted, I'm going to hit delete on the keyboard. There it is, just deleted large groups of brushes. Pretty easy to do. And if I click done And if I right click on my document, these brushes here are the only ones that are being displayed. Alright, so let's do it again. Let's go right over here, go to the drop menu, go to the preset manager. Let's select all of these here up to my little smoke brush technique and delete them. There we are. Once again, we only have those brushes left. Now, how about we want to load up Steve's special brushes? Now, since we already saved it out, so we don't necessarily have to go back to the preset manager. So right click, come right over here to the drop list, load the brush. We can do the same thing to the preset manager. I'm gonna load it, and what? Steve's special brushes number 2. All right, double click it. There they are. Okay, just been added. How about those default brushes? Let's go right back here and target the load brushes. And we have the Steve's default brushes number 2. And there they all are. Now, say for example, you want to reset everything right back to Adobe's brushes or brush sets that you get when you first load on Photoshop CC. Watch me here. Go right here to the sub menu, reset the brushes is all you need to do. Target it, tell it not to append it, and just simply target OK. And do I want to save these current brushes? No, don't worry about it. And it's going to set it right back to factory default as it looked when you first loaded on Photoshop CC. Be sure to go to my website, chromeillusion.com. Go to my tutorials link here. All of these are video tutorials. Currently, I've been putting some of the brush techniques under the Wacom tablet, but I will add another extra icon here titled brushes that'll make it easier for you guys to track. Okay, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. There are more to come, and as I see questions on the forum, I will do a little tutorial and help answer them. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this and look forward to sharing with you even more techniques in Photoshop to come.